This is life, life, life. How could I let it ride? There's nothing more I despise. Dear Carmen, you could tell she was raised out in Spanish Harlem. She used a pretty face to mask all of her problems. First time I seen her, you wouldn't believe her smile, but after a while she tended to blend into the crowd. Next time I seen her, she looked directly at the ground. She didn't want people to know that a man was beating her down. Let me read between the lines, allow me to do the math. Every time he smoked some grass, he'd be wanting to whoop your ass. She got 2 kids by the man, so she gave him another chance. She swore to herself this time would be his last. See, Carmen's pain run deep. She angry, but she can't speak. She supposed to pop them big pills that almost put her to sleep. When she was young, her mama found a man. See, Carmen was molested, and she was just 10. She lived a hard life, and it hurt to remember when she used to cry at night and ask God to forgive her sins. Damn, as for her man, that's where the story began. He caught his 3rd offense and got murdered in the pen. If this was a movie, this is where the story ends. But this is real life, man, it's harder than pretend. Listen, think again if you thought that you had problems. You thinking about today, not worried about tomorrow. They told me to tell the truth and write about life's sorrow, so I grabbed a pad and pen and simply wrote, Dear Carmen, listen. Think again if you thought that you had problems. You thinking about today, not worried about tomorrow. They told me to tell the truth and write about life's sorrow, so I grabbed a pad and pen and simply wrote, Dear Carmen, listen. Now he's gone, and Carmen's all alone. She can't pay the rent, now she ain't got no home. She can't stand the pain, and every day seems the same. Now she got the habit of shooting poison in the veins. See, all she has to live for's in the barrel of a pistol. She's contemplating suicide, she's fed up and pissed off. The only reason she's here is to watch her kids grow. But then she starts to think if she was gone, they'd be better off. She starts to think about her life. A single tear rolls down. She takes another shot and wipes her eyes. She looks in the mirror, it's the person she despised. The one who's always intent on causing her demise. Part of her wants to live, part of her wants to die. Here comes the critical moment when she has to decide. She puts it to her temple, cocks that thing back. Her very last words were, I never had a chance, damn. Think again if you thought that you had problems. You thinking about today, not worried about tomorrow. They told me to tell the truth and write about life's sorrow, so I grabbed a pad and pen and simply wrote, Dear Carmen, listen. Think again if you thought that you had problems. You thinking about today, not worried about tomorrow. They told me to tell the truth and write about life's sorrow, so I grabbed a pad and pen and simply wrote, Dear Carmen, listen.